listener is ever left behind.
No, you don't. Wait, is it connected? Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There you go.
yes. Oh, wow. We're sitting here in the quiet going, oh, we can't hear anything, but we forgot to turn the headphones on. All right, all right. Well, hello, world, family, and friends. I guess we can hear now. It's all good.
Yes.
All right. You got me, your host of the E Factor radio show, Cornelius Bryant, and we have
Evelyn, the facilitator for
Evelyn
the.
Pereira, and we have our
Pereira.
engineer, Joe. Hey, it's been a few weeks since we've been live. We've had things going on here
Yeah.
and there. So
Since December, right? No.
no, I think the last time we were live was this is April.
February?
So this is in March. But you haven't been on here since maybe February.
Yes, and we talked about
something.
like the fasting and everything. And,
Yeah.
right.
And so let's just catch up. What have you been doing all that time? I know you had many
So,
jobs, but let's find out.
Yeah, just working. Nothing new really. Just working. Nothing crazy has happened. So which is good.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I think we talked about this many months ago. You can't always work. See, they need to come up to town and say, so what you be doing? Oh, you should be working. I did this, I did that. And I had this fun and that fun because all work and no play makes for a dull life.
That's true. Oh, I guess I could clarify. So, I've been working, which I do that, Monday through Saturday, and then I go to church every Sunday. And I went to Disneyland last Saturday
Oh,
or
wow.
last week, not Saturday, and spent time with my friends and my sisters. And then I'm actually going to Ohio next week. So I'm flying out for my sister's wedding.
Oh, it's next week.
So,
Wow. May
yeah.
already, huh?
May already. So yeah, I've been hanging out with my friends. We had a picnic. So yeah, I mean, I do things outside of work. So
Okay,
yeah.
good,
And then I
good.
went to Disneyland twice with last month. And then I also went to Catalina Island for my sister's bachelorette.
Oh,
So that was really fun. That was really
okay.
cool.
Catalina Island.
Yes,
Wow.
and then the week before that, I went to Mexico because we had a surprise bridal shower for my sister. And then the week before that, we had a bridal shower at my home for my sister.
Right.
So yeah, I've been busy with like fun and like
that's good.
activities for the family and hanging
That's
out with my
good.
friends. Yeah.
Good. So your sister's getting married next month. Wow.
Yes. So
And
next month she's getting married. I know it's
wow.
crazy.
And moving to Ohio.
Yes, she's moving to Ohio.
Wow. So it's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of tears in the house, huh?
Yes, there's been tears since she got engaged. Tears
Yeah.
of happiness, obviously,
Right,
but
right.
things are gonna change. But we're so excited, and we can't wait for it to be like the wedding already. But I've never been to Ohio, so that'll be a new
Uh-huh.
state that I get to visit.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
mean, because I know how close you and your sisters are, and now
Mhm.
she's gonna be gone a half a million miles away, and
Yes.
now it's gonna be like, oh wow, it's gonna be so different walking around with her not coming in and
Yes. Yeah. And I
everything.
think it's hit her the hardest because she's gonna be the one leaving.
Right, right,
So she's been like very, very sad, but obviously still excited for her
right,
new life. But yeah, so things are changing in our lives and for the better,
right,
So
right. Yeah,
yeah.
it's amazing. Things start happening. You start growing up, especially when it's different when you're always there. But now that you're gonna be so far away, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
and
you can't just go visit her on the weekends because she's like across the country.
right, right. No,
Yeah.
okay, come over here. I want to complain to you about my
Yeah.
new life that I thought was gonna be this way. It's like, no, I got to do it on the phone. And
Uh-huh.
then a time zone difference too.
Yeah, I think it's 3 hours ahead. So
Yeah, so
that's
now you can complain from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock
right.
because it'll be too late other than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. We were sitting here talking about how things change.
Mhm.
And I was sharing with you that last Saturday, we're going down the street,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, this girl, she's turning at 40 something miles an hour.
That's pretty
Yeah, yeah.
fast to
And
make a
so,
turn.
right. And so she slams into the car in front of us. and then that car goes into a spin. And so I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think, okay, I got to wait to figure out which way to go to keep from running into the car that's
So
here.
did you see her coming? Like,
No,
did you,
I did.
oh,
I did see her
okay.
coming. And when she was coming, I saw her turning. And I said to Debbie in the car, I goes, she's not going to make the turn. She's going to hit that car.
Yeah.
And then she slams that car, and her car ricochets off that car. She's ready to hit us. And this car is here. And then I have the pole here. So I got to figure out what's going on so I don't try to escape her and hit the pole.
Mm-hmm.
So then I speed up, and she just knocks off the whole rear bumper of the car.
Oh my gosh.
And, you know, we're
And
sitting
you have
there.
a nice car.
Yes, I
many,
did.
how
I
many
did have
years
a nice car.
did you
Yeah.
have it?
I had the car, even though it was an older car, I had it since 2011. But
Okay.
you saw the car. The car still looked brand new.
Yeah,
I
it
kept
does look brand
immaculate.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took good care of it. And then you said it was paid off and everything?
Everything.
Oh, that was like, that must have
Yeah.
been one of the worst,
It,
things.
it was. And then she goes, oh, I wasn't going that fast. And you know,
There's
they
no
goes,
way.
no, your airbags deployed. You totaled 3 cars
Wow.
essentially,
Uh-huh.
but you say you weren't going that fast. So you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh man.
Wait, do you have a dash cam? Those cameras in front of your car?
No,
Oh,
I
that's
don't have a dash cam. But you
okay.
know, some things are evident when you look at the marks and you look at the way she hit this and that and all that. So it's pretty
It's like
self-explanatory.
2 people against her, right? You
Right.
and the other guy. So there's evidence there. You guys were the
Right.
witnesses. Yeah.
Right. And so then, you know, police, they're looking at it, goes, well, you say you weren't going that fast, but look at the damage you did.
Right.
You had to be going pretty fast. And she,
I wonder if she's like on her, she's like laughing. I wonder if she was
She's
like
laughing.
on her phone or something, right? She's not paying attention or.
I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I saw her and I was like, oh my goodness. And so had I not did that little maneuver,
Mm-hmm.
then she would have hit us broadsided on the driver's side too. So when I did it, I got away just enough where it clipped the back of the bumper, and the bumper went
Okay.
shooting across the street. Woo!
So you were fortunate.
I was.
You and Debbie. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Were you injured at all?
Oh, I'm hurt right now. Oh no, I can't breathe. I can't turn my neck. Oh, it just came up on me out of nowhere. No, we weren't hurt. Thank
Okay,
God. But
that's
the person in
amazing.
the
That's
other
great.
car,
Yeah.
the lady had to be transported by ambulance to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
took like the first hit, right? So that must have been like
Right, right.
the impact
Well,
of it.
I think what happened is her husband or the man was driving. She was on the passenger side, but the force took her and just slammed her, and even, you know, with the seatbelt on, you don't come forward. But when you hit from the side, you still go like this.
Right, you can
So I
still
think it
move.
slammed her into the side of the door and
Oh
all
my
that, because
gosh.
she was hurt pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we say about things changing so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, then your life has changed. Like, oh, so now here you are, you're in this situation, or I am in a situation. And so now you have to go out, you have to get another car and all this stuff. And of course, you know, even though the car was in immaculate condition, they say, well, still it's a 2014 car.
Right.
But I'm
Or
like,
2011.
no, the car is 2014, but it was 11 years old, but this is 2025.
Oh,
So
you bought it
2014.
used.
No, I bought it brand new in 2014.
Oh, okay.
But the car is still 11 years old. This is 2025.
Oh, it's because you said 2011, so I thought you said
No.
you bought it in 2011.
No. I meant to say I bought it in 2014, but the car is 11 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, my mistake. And so, yeah, but still.
Wow.
And so now here I am in that
With a
situation.
in
Yeah.
a rented car. So I know there's always like a silver
Silver lining.
There we go. So are you going to buy a new car? Are you going to take the money that they're going to give you from the car, buy a used car? Like, what is your game plan here?
You know what? I actually haven't got into that yet because, you know, I'm still in shock. Can I say that? I'm still in
Yeah.
shock from the
You
event.
look very hurt.
I'm
Yeah.
shocked. Yes, I'm shocked. I'm in shock and I'm hurt. But I don't know. But it just goes to show how things change. And now you're thinking, your process of thinking, everything has to change. And
Mhm.
you know, not only that changes, then the financial things go with it and all that stuff. You know, did I really want another car? I didn't. I mean, I was happy with the one I
Right.
had.
Yeah.
You know,
It
but
looked new to me, so
yes, it did. See,
You
that's why I kept it. I
Yeah.
kept it looking new. I was like, man,
you
I
took
wa-
great
every
care of
time I
it.
pull it out, people like, oh, that car looks so good, and I tell them what year it looks. Wow, you know, that model didn't change that much. They goes, wow, it's so clean. I go, no, it's very clean.
Yeah. Do you clean it yourself or did you pay for
I
someone?
do.
Oh,
I
okay.
do. I clean it myself.
Okay. I need to
I
hire
mean, like,
you to clean my car.
no, about like once a year, I'll go have it detailed
Okay.
really good, and then from that point, I just maintain it myself.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, you know, keep it
So
going.
what car, if you could get any car right now, what would it be?
You know what? Honestly, like I said, I haven't thought about it.
Do you have like a dream car that you've always wanted, or that was your dream car?
No, that wasn't my dream car. It was a good car. I don't know what would my dream car be. See, the thing is, you can have a dream car, but it has to make sense.
Right, right.
Like if I say,
Well, yeah, a dream car that makes sense, and then you
right,
can say your dream car that you've always wanted.
yeah,
Like a
yeah. See,
Lamborghini or
yeah,
something. I don't
like
know.
say, yeah, like if I had a Lamborghini or a Bentley,
Right.
that's a nice car that I can see myself driving it, but it
Mhm.
wouldn't make sense for me to spend that kind of money
Right.
just to
It has, yeah,
go to the places I
because then you
go.
become a target. Depending on where you are.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, if I'm not hanging around in that type of environment with people with that kind of money,
Mhm.
then I'd stand out.
That's what I'm saying. You're
Right,
like a
right. Then
target because
then I have
they're
to be
gonna
the
be
here
like,
Evelyn's looking at me funny. Let me get out of here with my new car. Who knows what she's thinking?
yeah,
So then you're always gonna be paranoid wherever you go, and you're like, oh, you park way over in the other in the parking lot all by yourself. Somebody touches it or hits it,
yeah.
and then you go, ah, the bird flew by my car. Let me run over and see if it did anything on my
I
car.
know you're like cleaning the
Right,
little
constantly cleaning it and
scratches.
stuff. Yeah, so it has to make sense too.
Hmm.
Because when you have a vehicle, to me, that vehicle, it reflects you, but at the same time, why would you spend 150, $200,000 on a car? And
I feel like that would be for like millionaires, right? Like
yeah,
that's like like play money because those are expensive cars.
right.
But what would you choose? Like if you can buy a car now, what would it be?
I don't know, maybe a Range Rover,
Okay, those are
because a
nice.
Range Rover, you can blend in with the crowd and
Right, right. And they're
all
really
that stuff.
nice.
But then when you go someplace, you can,
That's like luxury car for sure.
yeah, like a luxury car, but it's not so much of a luxury. Well, it draws so much attention to it.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would I buy it? I don't think so. I have to
Okay.
think about, yeah, because the places I go has to warrant that kind of car.
Mhm.
Because if I'm going to these places and I'm having these expensive cars and everybody else just has regular nice cars, and then it has to make money for me.
Right, right.
It has to be
If
able
you
to
use it for business, you
for
can,
business. Yeah. So
yeah,
if I'm making
write it
that kind of
off.
money, that way it can pay for the car.
Mhm.
But I don't want to just be paying for it to be paying for it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money just to be paying for just to look good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I think with like having a paid for car, I don't see myself like getting a new car, like
Uh,
where I have payments. Because once you pay a car off, you're like, wow, I have so much money left, that I can save up or
right.
whatever. So for me, it's like if I were to get a car, it would have to be like cash. Like I just wouldn't, you know,
Right.
get a loan for a car. It just, I don't know. I feel more like financially secure like that.
Right. Then you can save
So
it and spend it on stuff. I can always not get a car, just buy a car and use the rest of the money like and get a hair transplant or something like
oh
that.
yeah, you can go
What
to
do you think?
Turkey.
Huh?
Turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah, the country?
And they do hair
Yeah,
transplants?
that's like the number one place in the world where people get their hair transplants because
Really?
it's cheaper. Like here in the US is everything's so expensive, right? But over there it's like half the cost. And it's like the hospitals there are like, 5-star hospitals that look like hotels and everything. So hey, if you go.
All right. So I go over to Turkey, I get my discount hair transplant,
Yes.
and then I come back.
Mhm.
Will I have nice hair like Joe's hair?
Yeah.
Or would I take a
Yeah, I think
chance?
you would.
I don't know, because I've seen people go get transplants and they come back and they don't work out well.
Well,
Then what I do?
don't
Go.
get like the cheapest person because some people that I've heard horror stories, they went to like someone who like was basically giving it out for free. So that's like a red
Uh,
flag, like a scam. So or like people who get their teeth done over there, like they look really bad.
right.
So yeah, definitely go to a reputable place, do your research. But is that something you're actually thinking of? Getting
No,
her? Okay.
no. But I'm just saying
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was just a thing that I can use that for the money I save.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good investment, right? Because you're investing in yourself and you're a businessman, and your face is like the face of like your company,
Right. So
right?
then if I
So
come back with this long hair and then I have to shake it and whip it all the time when people talk to me to make sure they notice, they're like, well, sir, I can be at your place in 12,
yeah,
and they'll be like,
exactly.
oh, who are you? You're an imposter.
Yeah.
You're an
Well, no,
imposter.
not imposter. It's just your new hair.
Yeah, but then I'd be like, oh. Then people look at me, sometimes you look at stuff, but you don't want to look at it, but you still look at it, staring like, where did I get that from? Where'd that come from?
As long as it looks natural. I've known some people who have gotten their hair transplants,
Uh,
but it didn't stick. Like the hair follicles did not stay, so they had to get another one, and it still didn't stick. So it doesn't look like a full head of hair. So
so then I have to go back to Turkey and complain, but I want to redo
yeah, so you can go to Turkey and get that, but you're in Turkey, you can have a vacation. You can do business out there. I don't know,
with them.
scout. I don't know for
Okay.
your businesses and all
All
that.
right.
And then yeah, so make it a fun trip.
Okay. Well,
Debbie loves to travel, so
she
that'll be
does, huh?
yeah.
Then she can go with me. Then while the guy's sitting there poking strands in my head, she goes, "Oh, you missed the spot."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, we'll consider that. We'll consider that. Well, since you heard my adventure, what's been going on? Do you have any adventures to share? That this came out of nowhere, and we're all off
Adventures. Well,
subject.
I can tell you about the 3 different times my car got hit.
The one you have
So
now.
yeah, the one I have now, it's been through 3 accidents, and by the grace of God, nothing has ever happened to me, thank God, and I'm perfectly fine. But there's one time, I think it was like 8 years ago, where I was in a parking lot, like a parking lot of like I don't know, Albertsons or something, and this lady, she wasn't paying attention. I think she was on her phone, and she like slammed into me. So
Oh,
she didn't see me, but I was parked. So it's like I cannot be any more out of your way. I'm parked where other cars are parked. So she slammed into me, and then so that was the first time, and then the second time it was a red light. Wait, what was the second time? No, I was on my way to work on the 15 freeway, the 210. I was
uh,
heading to Upland, right? So obviously, like there's traffic in the morning, but you have to be paying attention. You just can't be on your phone, right? Because all of a sudden you look up and like the cars are stopped, right? So it's like you're going super slow because there's traffic in the morning, and this lady slams into me. So she was probably on her phone as well. I'm just like trying to get to work, and she slams into me. So the back was smashed, and I'm like, it's not like I'm speeding, I'm literally like going so slow. How did she not see me anyway? So that was the second time. The third time, oh wait, this is actually 4 times. Oh my gosh.
uh-oh,
So
did your
I
insurance
know,
go up 4 times?
isn't that crazy? Yeah, I can't believe it. So the fourth time I was okay, I was on a red light on the 395, so almost like passing Main Street, right? So I was completely stopped. I was with my mom. The light is red. I mean, to me, that means you're stopped, right? No one was going. And this guy slams into the back of my car, like full force, So I thankfully, like, we were okay, but I was still sore. My mom was with me, and it's like, how am I always in the way of these people who don't know how to drive, right? And I was completely stopped for like 30 seconds already. So it's not like it just turned red and we all slammed our brakes. No, we were stopped, right? We were making plans like, oh, we're gonna go to this store right now, right? So we're gonna go to the store, and then as soon like I got hit, and then I was like, yeah, our day is done. Like now I have to go to the hospital to get checked. I have to do. Oh, and one thing that I always do is you always have to call the cops so that they can give you like a ticket number, so they
Police
know,
report.
police report, so that you can present that to your
Insurance.
insurance, because they need to see like, okay, they were at fault, and that's how they can't change the story, because they know they're off. There's no way they couldn't be at fault. They hit me from the back, right? So then I always get a police report. I always take pictures. I always do like the report like as soon as possible, like the next day. And then I'm an expert because now I know what to do. I never wanted to be an expert, but with all these car crashes. And the fourth time, I was parking at a friend's house, right? And there's like there's a car right here, and there's me, and she just waved at me, so I was like, oh, let me park, and I was gonna get down, and then the person in the car, she backed up and she hit me. So she didn't even see that I was behind
So you
her,
got hit from the back and the front.
and the front. That was the first time that I got hit from the front. The first time was like on the side.
So you
But
covered the front, back,
the
and
whole
both
car,
sides.
yeah. But thank God the car is still running. It's good.
Uh,
I love my car. It doesn't waste a lot of gas. It's paid for. Like I don't want a new car. I don't want a loan or anything like that. I don't want payments. But isn't that crazy? 4 times? Like
yeah.
that's too much.
Well,
That
that explains why come every time I see you riding by yourself, nobody wants to get in the car with you. because you
Oh,
may get into an
well,
accident while they're in
they
there,
can
huh?
come to work with me, so
Yeah,
but yeah, isn't that crazy? Like
yeah,
I'm literally like stopped at a red light. Like how can someone not see the red light? They're just not paying attention, you know. But thank God, like I said, I've never been injured. Like I mean, I've been like my back hurt for a little bit and everything. My mom also did, but yeah, thank God, like everything, because you know things could be worse. So I'm just thankful that I'm like safe and healthy. You know, that's all
right,
that
right.
matters. But yeah, so
Y-
those are my
Okay,
four
all right.
stories.
Well,
Let's hope. I just pray to God that there's no more. Like I'm like, God, please protect me
I
from these.
know. Maybe you should go get one of those like airbags, like like when you have the kids have the toys
Uh-huh.
that you inflate, you blow up, and put it around your car and blow it up in case somebody hit you, getting a bank off.
Oh, I think what I should do is you know how they have like um those things that you attach to trailers,
The
the hook or
hooks.
something. Yeah, right? Because like if that's in the way, that they're gonna hit the hook first and then my car, right?
You
Is that
gotta
how it works?
Yeah, you gotta put it on the front, back, and sides.
Yeah, the whole car.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's an
Well, not the
idea.
sides. That
But
look
then
weird. Just on the back.
but then you say you get good gas mileage.
I do.
So now it'll be so heavy you won't get gas mileage.
Oh,
Throwing all
okay.
that extra
I
weight.
just know I'm under the hand of God, so now it's up to
Right.
Him to just protect me.
That's right.
You
You
know,
got
but he has been like the fact that I'm still like healthy and nothing has happened to me. It's all
right.
God.
Well, I'm in agreement with that, but I think if they leave them hooks off and let him keep doing his job, they'll be like, "What's wrong with her? She must be crazy." Riding with all
Yeah,
those
it's
things
like
on
I'm
there.
I'm a great driver. You know, I've
Oh,
never.
you're a great driver.
Yes, I've never hit a car. I'm always paying attention. You know, it's the people around me. They just don't know how to drive. You know what I think they have to do is like retake the test, like the driving test. You know, like simple things, because it's like how could you hit someone when you're at a red light? Like, you're just not paying attention? That's just what it is. You know, it's
Right.
like get off your phone and pay attention.
So every time somebody, you know what? You should from now on next. Well, I hope nobody hits you again. But I'm just
Hmm.
saying, if somebody should hit you again, you need to put that in the stipulation of the police report. They need to retake this driver's test because people are hitting me and
Yes.
I'm just sitting here still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Right.
So
People need
everybody
to
who has an
retake.
accident really should retake the test.
Yeah, it's like
And
how do you like
yeah,
it's hard to get in an accident if you're not paying attention. If you're paying attention, like have you hit a car? Like have you
let me see. Have I hit a car? Many years ago, I hit a car.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I fell asleep driving. So
Cornelius,
I
are you
guess
serious?
I am
That's
serious.
so dangerous. Okay, what's the story?
Yeah.
I want to know.
No, I was coming from work and I was tired because I was at this time I was working in Thousand Oaks, which was 125 miles one way from my house.
Oh,
And we were
wow.
at work late and traffic was bumper to bumper and I fell
Right.
asleep and I heard a noise. I said, wow, I wonder what was that noise? Then I opened my eyes. I had ran into the back of a car.
Oh my gosh, you were so tired. You were exhausted. Did you
Yeah,
work like day and night?
I did. I worked
Okay.
during the day and I drove day and night.
Oh my gosh.
Road fatigue.
Yeah, for
Or either that or
sure.
just super lazy.
Did you maybe, I mean, I don't know. I was not there. But did you get how many hours of sleep did you get?
Oh, I don't remember what it
Probably
was.
like 3 or 4?
When you sit in the car, even if you get sleep, if you sit and stop and go traffic for so long, you just start to drift. I don't know if
Right.
you ever drove that long before.
I mean, I've drove hours, but not like that. Like I don't
Yeah,
really take road
consistently
trips.
hours every
Yeah.
day. Yeah, and so I did have so you were probably in front of me. It was
I know.
probably somebody telling the story
Wait,
right
maybe someone
now.
did fall asleep
It's,
on the wheel.
yeah, it was probably somebody telling a story right now. Yeah, I got hit in the back one time. This guy, I was sitting on the freeway and he just hit me in the back. So that was me.
Hmm.
So I would be the person hit you in the back in your story.
Yeah, and I'm just, being a good
Yeah,
citizen and, following all the rules and, that
yeah.
happens.
And some sleepy guy runs to the back of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Did you admit it though that you had fallen asleep?
oh yeah. I mean,
Wait, so was that like a
what are you gonna do? Say, oh no, I don't know what happened. But you're in the back. You're still in the back of the car. No,
right?
I did. It's like, okay, well, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
It's what do you want me to do? So they
Did you,
probably should test me for sleep. What is that when
deprivation?
no, when you go to sleep all the time? Some people they just
Sleep.
Apnea?
No, that's
No.
when you stop breathing when you're
Oh,
sleeping.
okay. All right. So I got that one wrong.
Oh, unless you have that.
What
too.
is it? Narcolepsy?
Oh, narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy. See, the engineer knows narcolepsy, so they should test me, and then they would have said, okay, so
Well, that's if you fall asleep like randomly throughout the day. Is that you, or that was
no,
just during
that
like
was just
driving?
this one time.
Okay.
Was I dreaming? No, I
Well,
wasn't
maybe you have a
dreaming.
minor,
So I have a minor case of
narcolepsy.
yeah. So then
You
it's
should
like
get that checked out.
yeah, like when people have to wear prescription glasses to drive
Mhm.
or something like that, they should have them on driver's license. You can only drive in from 2 o'clock to 2:30 because he'll fall asleep other times.
Yeah. No, I
A
mean, if you actually
restriction.
have that disease or that
No,
you won't even have a driver's license.
no,
So they
no.
will like literally like take it away from you because you're a danger to society.
Yeah, a danger to society. So I guess
Yeah.
that once I didn't get it on my license, so I made it through that one time. But I think if it ever happens again, I probably say okay.
Just make sure you don't overwork yourself. Make sure you're getting like
No,
8 to 10 hours of sleep a day.
who
you know?
sleeps 8 to 10 hours a day?
I do.
You do,
I do.
Joe? You do too?
Yeah.
8 to 10 hours?
So good for you, and you have like good brain function. It's good for your body. It's the best medicine you can take.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
That's good, Joe. That's good.
yeah. See, I've never been able to sleep 8 to 10 hours.
So how long do you sleep? Like 6 to 7?
I usually sleep about 6 hours because I wake up when the sun's up. I'm up, whatever for whatever reason.
Well, what time do you go to bed?
I usually try to get to bed about 10.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but then you don't fall asleep right away, and then you get up early in the morning
Wait.
because because when I was working, I was so used to getting up at 3 or 4 o'clock
Oh, your body
to
is like
go
woke
to
you up.
work, and so it come 5 or 6 o'clock, my body's like, okay, get up, lazy man, there's
Get
stuff to
up.
be done.
Wait, do you go on your phone before going to bed?
No,
Okay, because usually
no,
like the blue light on your phone will wake you up again. And
yeah,
like the natural melatonin that your body creates
uh,
kind of goes away. Okay, so it's not your phone. So what else could it be? Do you I don't know, eat a heavy meal before going to bed?
no.
You don't? Okay, well it's not that.
See, I'm being diagnosed as we speak.
Yeah,
This show is
we need
turning
to
to
get to the bottom
this
of
show
this.
is turning to a medical treatment
Yeah.
show. All right, so no.
Do you drink like a lot of water at night?
No. Do I drink a lot of alcohol at night? No.
No. Okay. I was gonna ask that, but I'm glad you said it yourself. Do you? Let's see. What could it be? Are you like? Is the light off when you go to sleep, or do you
The
have
lights
like?
are off.
Okay.
This may cause for another session.
Yeah, this is interesting. We have to
Yeah.
get to the
No,
bottom
but
of this.
I've never, even when I was young,
Mhm.
I'd sleep a lot longer. But ever since I've been grown, because I worked so much getting up at 3 and 4 in the morning, to my body had used to getting up that early. So come 5 or 6 o'clock,
Mhm.
I'm up. So even if I go to bed at 10, I don't go to sleep right away. I still get up early after about 6 hours. Sometimes I'll lay there and just be thinking.
Mhm.
But no,
Are you worried at all?
Oh no,
No stress in your life.
no stress in my life.
Oh, that's good.
No, I mean I've been just doing it for years, so no.
So I think
stress.
at this point your body is just used to it.
That's
right?
that's what it is.
Yeah, your body just gets up at the time
Yeah,
that you're used to, like 3 or 4 in the morning. So
yeah. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna do some more evaluation.
yeah, let's do it.
KCAA Radio has openings for 1-hour talk shows. If you want to host a radio show, now is the time. Make KCAA your flagship station. Our rates are affordable and our services are second to none. We broadcast to a population of 5 million people. Plus, we stream and podcast on all major online audio and video systems. If you've been thinking about broadcasting a weekly radio program on Real Radio plus the internet, contact our CEO at 281-599-9800. 281-599-9800. You can Skype your show from your home to our Redlands, California studio, where our live producers and engineers are ready to work with you personally. A radio program on KCAA is the perfect work from home avocation in these stressful times. Just type kcaaradio.com into your browser to learn more about hosting a show on the best station in the nation, or call our CEO for details, 281-599-9800.
And now, the voices of KCAA with an exciting announcement.
Want to hear NBC News or KCAA anywhere you go? Well, now there's an app for that.
KCAA is celebrating 25 years and our silver anniversary with a brand new app.
The new KCAA app is now available on your smart device, cell phone, in your car, or any place.
Just search KCAA on Google Play or in the Apple Store.
One touch and you can listen on your car radio, Bluetooth device, Android Auto, or Apple CarPlay.
Catch the KCAA buzz in your earbuds or on the streets, celebrating 25 years of talk, news, and excellence with our new KCAA app.
Just do it and download it. KCAA, celebrating 25 years.
Hello, are we on air? Yes, okay.
All right. We're back. Welcome back to the E Factor Radio Show. I'm your host, Cornelius Bryant, and we have Evelyn Pereira here with us.
Yes,
Okay.
hello.
So before we went to break, we were diagnosing my condition of always being awake and can't sleep 8 to 10 hours.
Right.
That's more than half the day, almost half the day.
Yeah.
And so during the break, you came up with what was your diagnosis?
So looking, and this is not professional, professional diagnosis. I can't even say it. So what we figured out is like all the things that Cornelius let me know, why he couldn't sleep 8 hours. So he has the case of FOMO. So FOMO, it's fear of missing out. So you're so excited about the next day that you want to make sure that you're ready and awake for whatever is coming your way. So that's you're just so excited. You just can't sleep a full 8 hours because you want to get the day started and you want to make sure that Debbie doesn't leave you behind and goes on a hike without you.
Yeah, that could be it.
So FOMO, that's what FOMO means.
So first it was fear of missing out on work. Now it's fear of missing out on fun.
Yes.
And that could possibly be it.
Yeah.
Because I do, not only that, I have this routine.
Mm-hmm.
I can't leave the house without my bed being made. So I have to get up in time to.
Okay, that's a good
I have to get up in time to make the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And so no matter what happens, I've
so
always
every day.
Every day.
Wow.
Every day.
I have to
I
start doing that.
Every day. It's been going on because to me, I make the bed before I leave because it's like closing out one day and starting another day fresh.
Right.
And so I have to make the bed.
So let's say you don't make the bed for one day. Is it going to be bothering you in the back of your head the whole day?
It is.
I didn't make my bed.
I didn't make my bed. It is.
Wow.
Well, I'll be like, I can't believe it. My bed's unmade. What if somebody breaks in the house and sees an unmade bed? So what are they going to think of me?
That's true. They're going to think
what a slob.
So does that mean that you're never in a rush to get out of the house?
No, I'm in a rush sometime, but I still.
But you rush the bed making, right?
It
doesn't look neat, but at least it's
a
made. Little bit made. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not perfectly all the corners tucked in, all the sides like that. Because that's what I imagine, a type A person. Kind of make sure perfectionism.
Yeah, sometimes it depends. I'll just I'll be getting ready to rush out the house. Go, the bed's unmade. I'll be like, I forget that. They go,
So you actually run back in the house?
And just, maybe not so neat. Just run back in the house.
Wow.
Then leave.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they say that's a good habit. And if you do that, you're more likely to become well, actually, I don't know exactly the fact, but it says that you're more likely to become successful. Those people who make their bed every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
you are successful.
Yes, I am successful.
So it kind of it
see?
makes sense. Yeah.
All that getting up extra early to make that bed,
Yeah. And it's always good to get up early, get ready for the day and, have everything in order, not rushing out of the house, getting in.
Right. Is that what you do?
No. Okay. So one time, so my supervisor, so my other job, right? I had another job where my supervisor lived down the hill, or he lives close by here, right?
Uh,
So, because he told me not, he said he lives in San Bernardino, which is where we are, right? Okay, anyway.
you're not a
So,
stalker, are you?
oh no.
Okay, all right. Okay, go
Oh yeah,
ahead.
I'm a stalker.
So,
Well, he told everyone. So anyway, um, so our offices are in Victorville,
uh-huh.
right? So he told us to be in Victorville at 7 in the morning. I think it was like that early, 7 or 8. Right. So obviously there's always traffic going up the hill or down the hill in the morning. Right. So you can tell like he was like rushing into the office. Like I was like, oh, like it looked like he woke up late. You know, his hair was disheveled and everything. He has like long
And he's
hair
a
like this.
supervisor.
Yeah, he's a supervisor. So I'm just observing, you know, because I'm like, this supervisor needs a little bit more like supervisor etiquette, supervisor training, supervisor. I don't know. He just like, I don't know. He looked very unprofessional, very disheveled. I'm like, you're the supervisor.
Didn't
Like
even
you
brush
should.
his teeth.
I
Man,
bet-
stand back.
I bet you.
Stand back,
Okay,
man. Your breath.
So he came into the office, right? And he started like standing up and like writing things on the wall, like a paper. And his whole like pants were open.
You know he's gonna listen to the show and hear you.
No, he has no idea this exists. Oh my gosh. Okay, so his belt was open, and then like I think he didn't even zip up his zipper. Like it was all open, right? Like it was still like I don't know how I was holding on for dear life, like on his waist, but I was like, oh my god. I was like, I feel so embarrassed for him, you know, because it was only
But
like.
did you tell him?
No, I didn't tell him.
So you let him walk around all day like that?
Yeah. Well, because my coworker, he's a guy. He didn't tell him either, but it was my coworker and I and the supervisor, right? And I'm just like, you know, just getting my notebook to take notes. But I'm like, he just looks so like disheveled, you know, just like you can tell he rushed into the house. He forgot to button up and like, you know, he has a belt. He didn't even like tie that, you know? So anyway, it was like, I was trying my best, like not to laugh. And if anything, my coworker is a male, so he should have told him because the supervisor is a male.
Right.
So I'm just like trying not to laugh, trying not to make eye contact because like I don't want to laugh. And, you know, like it was just like, I felt so bad for the guy, you know, but it was kind of funny. And then he walked out to take like a phone call. And then I think he noticed, oh, no. And then he came back inside and then he looked down and he was trying not to laugh at himself, you know, but anyway, so he noticed, and I think he slowly throughout the day, he was like, you know, he zipped up his pants, and then he did the belt, like little by little, instead of
Fix
like
himself up.
Yeah, instead of acknowledging, like, oh guys, I'm sorry, you know, I forgot to put my pants on.
You know what that sounds like to me, Joe? That sounds like a hangover. That sounds like a hangover to me.
Wait, you're right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that sounds more like a hangover.
No, Joe, compared to him, you look put together. Yeah, if you're trying to compare yourself to him, there was nothing.
Yeah.
There's no comparison here. Your hair is always nice, like back. No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds like a hangover to me. You're getting dressed and you.
You know what? You are right. He was probably hungover.
That sounds like a hangover.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like. All disheveled
Wow.
and
It
all
didn't
out
even
of
dawn on me.
sorts.
Yeah.
And you don't notice it. That's a hangover. You're so busy trying to just, oh man, I'm trying to figure out where I am.
Yeah, he was like so lost, and I was just staring at him. I was like, this is awkward. You know, I feel bad for the guy. But anyway, he's a supervisor, you know, so you got to be a little bit more above reproach, you know, like you got a little more rules, you know, like you're like kind of supervising some people. But yeah, so thank goodness you're not like that, right? You seem to be like have your things in order.
That's
you're
right.
super
Getting
organized.
up early. That's what getting up early does.
Exactly.
Yeah, because see, I get up and I do that because I leave early.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever I have to be at, I get there super early. I'd rather get there early and just sit in my car and wait and think. That way I prepare my mind for what's to come. Like today, I didn't even need to prepare for this. I could have just came late and walked in. But no, I get there early. I just like to sit and wait. That way I can be thinking like, oh, depending on what it is I'm doing. And I'm going over my notes and I'm in my mind, I'm going over what I'm going to say. I'm rehearsing, you know, and all this stuff. But yeah, that sounds more like a hangover to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was something else. That was funny. Anyway, so if you're, you know, a supervisor or something, or even like you're an employee, like do not come to work like that. Make sure you go to
Right.
bed on time. You're ready for the day. You prepare your clothing the night before, and make sure you have everything ready the morning, the night before, the
So there's
morning
an
of.
expectation
Yes,
of you.
exactly. Yeah.
So so if you get up early and you're rushing down the hill and you're like that, would you want somebody to tell you, "Hey, Evelyn, you're out of sorts today. Your pants are undone, your hair is undone. You need to go and take 5 and go get yourself together."
Well,
Or would you
you
prefer
know
them not to
what?
say anything?
You know what? The opposite actually happened. So I was too put together. So you know me, like I always like to have my heels on. Like for work, I like to always be dressed nicely, modest and nicely and professional. And one time he told me like I was too dressed up. I was like, I'm just professional, like I love to like have long sleeve shirts, like high neck shirts. I just think it's classy, like I like these kind of shirts. And I always have like I look put together, I look, professional. I mean, at least I thought I did.
Yeah.
And he actually told me I look too dressed up, like too nice, basically. So he wanted me to tone it down a little bit.
So he wants you to go in the bathroom
He
and
wants me to look like
go
him.
go in the bathroom and mess your hair up and all that, put it
I
all in your
guess.
face, and
Yeah, he wants me to look
and
like
take
a
your
hobo.
clothes and put one sleeve up here and the other one. I mean, what did
Yeah,
you do?
what did he want? Yeah. And but you know what's funny? Someone told me that he doesn't wash his clothing, so he puts his pants. I hope he never listens to this. Well, I mean,
It's
okay.
only getting worse. It's getting worse now.
He folds his pants and he puts them in the freezer.
In the freezer.
And that's how they get disinfected, but he never washes his pants. He has one pair of pants. That's what I heard. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. See.
So now you can kind of see like his way of being. Like he's not cool. I mean, from what I saw, not cleanly or like I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know. That's the first I've ever heard of somebody folding their pants and put them in the freezer to get them disinfected.
Yeah, I guess that was the thing. Like years ago.
Maybe he's from Turkey.
Maybe. So I think that was the thing years ago where like you don't have to wash your pants, you just like disinfect them in the freezer, but that's kind of gross because your food is in there.
I don't know.
Right?
Joe, have you ever heard of somebody putting their pants in the freezer to disinfect them? The oven. See, oven. Oh. Yeah. Then you have cooked grind.
I know. That's just gross. Like they go in the washer and then you dry them, right? Like I don't think it's that hard. Anyway.
Well, I'm not gonna even ask you where you work because we don't even want to come by your job.
No, we don't want to.
We don't want to come by your job.
No, you don't.
So, well, how long have you worked there?
It's been a while.
It's been a while?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Have you made supervisor yet?
Have I what?
Made supervisor?
Have I made supervisor?
Are you a supervisor? Has your position have you gotten a raise to supervisor?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you want to raise the supervisor, take notes from that guy. Start going in like him. Maybe that's a promotion.
Oh, I know, right? I was even shocked he was a supervisor to begin with.
Yeah, see, they were like, oh man, look at her. She looks so disheveled and tacky. Let's make her supervisor.
Yeah, I guess I looked too put together. So that was a first for me.
Yeah.
But
that sounds like
their own. Every company. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I was like, he was probably hung. I'm not gonna say it because I don't know. But
you can't speculate, but I can because I don't work.
Yeah, you can. You can.
He can't fire. Come fire me, supervisor.
Right.
But he can't fire me.
Right.
But that sounds more like
that was interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. I love the work that I did there. And then I found a better job, so that's why I left. But yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Okay, well, at least there was a adventure that day. Yeah, something
now
to
I get
distract
to
you
live
from
a
all
day,
the stress
another
of work.
day to talk about it. But yeah, so I also like to be like you. I don't make my bed every day, which I probably should adopt that habit. But I do like to be ready for the day. Have my hair done, dress nice. Look presentable. In the jobs that I go to. So because I enjoy it. I enjoy putting my makeup on. Having everything clean. I mean, sometimes, my room can be a little messy, but you clean it, it gets dirty, you clean it, whatever. So I do like to, just be prepared for the week,
So let me make sure I understand this clearly. Your bed's not made, and from time to time, your room is messy.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, sometimes if I have to try on a few outfits, they don't fit. I just kind of throw them in the bed, and then when I get back home,
Evelyn.
that's not out of the ordinary, though. That's not.
Evelyn,
I'm a
Evelyn,
girl.
I am so disappointed to
I'm a
hear
girl,
that.
though. I have a lot of clothing, and
Oh,
sometimes I don't have time to hang it up before I go to bed to
ah,
work or bed. Sometimes they
ah,
or laundry. Do you like
ah.
always? Do you
It's only
wash your
getting worse.
clothing?
Stop. You're only getting worse. Stop it.
Wait, sometimes the laundry. Do you always fold your clothes or hang it up the day of?
No, you know what I do?
What?
Sometimes I'll take my stuff and I want it to look neat when I leave and all that. So I'll just take it, I'll throw it in the closet and I'll close the closet door.
Cornelius, that's
And so,
worse than me.
no, but if people come in, they see a neat thing, they don't see all that stuff. But you open the closet door, it's like, wow, that's a different story.
You throw it in the closet, but then it's dirty because it touches the floor in the closet.
No, you throw it on top of something else.
Ew.
It stays clean.
Okay, so don't open
Don't open
Cornelius'
that door.
closets because then
No,
all the clothes is gonna come bouncing out of there.
Yeah, and then I take time and then I go back and I'll hang up the clothes that needs to be hung up and fold the stuff that needs to be folded up because sometimes
I think that's actually worse than
no, you think
than
that
mine.
because
That's
no,
worse than me.
No, you think that because you want me to be worse than yours.
No.
'Cause-
You throw your stuff. I at least leave it on the bed and then I'll get back to it and hang up the clothing. Also, I'm a girl. I have a lot of clothing and a lot of shoes, a lot of stuff like that.
Excuses.
No, I am a girl.
Excuses. I know you. I can see you're a
I
girl,
feel-
but I'm just saying that's just an excuse. Is that a justifiable excuse? I'm a girl.
I'm just a girl.
I'm just no. I'm sorry, that won't work.
I mean,
No,
I feel like even your clothes and Joe's clothes combined, I still have more clothes than both of you.
Well, what does that have to do with?
Because sometimes like an outfit doesn't look good, so I get another one, and then until I find the right outfit, and then I might leave the clothing on the bed, and then when I
The
get
unmade
back home,
bed.
unmade, yeah, I don't. Did you know that bed bugs are actually likely to grow in a made bed than an unmade bed? You have to Google it. I saw the fact years ago.
Now you're just digging. You're getting deeper now, Evelyn. Oh, so in order to prevent bed bugs, don't make your bed and throw your clothes on the
No,
bed.
I agree with making your bed, but that's just a fact that I heard. So check
Just
your
like
bed
you
for
heard
bed
about,
bugs.
like you heard about the guy taking his clothes, folding them up, putting them in the freezer.
That's just going too far. That's just gross. That's just being unclean, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it's being,
Yeah.
unclean. Yeah, but no, but I tell you what, I'm not gonna hold it against you that you do those
That I
things
don't make my bed.
or don't do these things because everybody has different habits.
Yeah, and I won't hold it against you that you throw your clothing in the closet and pretend that you're clean.
No, that that particular the bedroom is clean. The closet is a whole different entity.
If your clothes is thrown in there.
No, but see, I have stuff like right here,
Excuses,
and then I put
those
them
are
on top
excuses,
of it.
Cornelius. No.
I put them on top. I don't go,
No, you just say you
and then
throw
just
it on
close,
the floor.
then you just close the bedroom door. Like I can't see it from here, huh? It's clean enough for me.
Yeah, you're like, what is that word? Like delusion. Like you think
Delusional?
It's clean. Yeah.
No, I'm
Like
delusional.
You pretend, yeah.
Okay, well
You
maybe.
think that it's clean, but it's really not.
Yeah, no.
What is it now?
It is, like just like now in this room. We're in this room. Hello, people. We're in the studio. So we're in the studio. If the studio is clean, but you walk in the hallway, there's stuff in the hallway. But the fact is still that the studio is clean, but the hallway isn't. So that's the same
Like
principle.
this hallway?
Right. There's
No,
the
but
same
this
principle. The bedroom is clean because if you go in there and look at it,
No.
you look around and goes, oh, the bed's made, it's clean. But if you go in the closet, that's different.
I don't.
It's
think so.
clean, but it's not
Actually,
organized.
What would bother me more is if my closet was dirty, because it would mean like, okay, I have to organize all this stuff, and it's just accumulating like junk. So that would actually bother me more if my closet is not clean than my bed, because in my bed I can see where I have to fold everything, and I can see it, like. But if it's like hidden somewhere, it would bother me more. Wait, we need to if we record this video, people need to comment in the comments to see what is worse,
I know what's worse.
throwing the clothes
Whichever
on
one
the
you
bed
whichever
or
one
in
you
the
do,
closet.
whichever one you do, the opposite is worse. So if you don't make your bed, making your bed and you can get bed bugs is worse.
Yeah, you gotta check your bed though.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
bed bugs. Okay, so next time we have a radio show, we have to try to adopt each other's habits. So I'm gonna try to make my bed every day, right? And not throw my, and you have to try not to throw your clothing in the closet.
Okay.
Because then it might
But
have been there for like months.
okay, no, they don't stay there long. Just till I get back and
Just like a few
get
years,
to
a few
'em.
months.
Yeah, no, not even months, not even weeks.
No.
Because
Are you
I
sure
come
about
back.
that?
Yeah, how can you say no? Where's the evidence? Huh?
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah,
So
yeah. See?
I will try to make my bed though, because I think that's a good habit. And then yeah, and then you can try to sleep longer. No, but you can't. You've tried that already.
I've tried that, but
Okay.
I still fresh during the day and I function well, but I just
That's good.
8 to 10 hours of sleep is just,
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it does sound good, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've been waking up
Look how much
earlier.
stuff you miss out on. Sleeping 10 hours?
I miss out on nothing because I get benefits from like sleeping longer. Just my beauty sleep, I need it. I have more energy. My body is rested. No stress.
Okay,
so.
because you're a girl, when you sleep long, it's beauty sleep.
Yes, exactly. We
Well,
all
your
need our beauty
supervisor
sleep.
sleeps longer.
I don't know. I don't know
It's
about
coming
him.
in all disheveled and dysfunctional. I don't know. I have no
idea.
we're getting close to the end, but before we do that, I just want to say congratulations to your sister
Thank you.
on getting married, and wish you and your family a safe trip.
Thank you.
Going back and forth, and so you have to bring some pictures back so we can
Yes.
put up here,
Okay.
and all that's gonna be good for you.
Yes, we're
And
excited.
then-
A lot of fun things coming up this month.
Yeah.
A busy month.
Yeah, busy man, and
Wait.
Mother's Day too.
Oh yeah, Mother's Day. What plans do you have for the month of May?
For the month of May, I'm gonna always go see my mother.
Where does she live?
She lives in Compton.
Oh, so you go to LA.
Yeah, I go there
Okay.
to visit my mother all the time. I visit them all the time anyway, just to check up on her. But I'll be there on Mother's Day.
Mhm.
Because most men who have a good mother, they're not mama's boys,
Mhm.
but they're like one step from it. And some are
Okay.
just mama's boys too. But there's
Right.
nothing wrong
Are
with
you
that.
a mama's boy?
No.
Okay, which is a good thing, right?
No,
You don't
no.
wanna be
It's
mama's boy.
either way it goes is good. It depends on how far you take it.
As long as you're there for your mom,
Right, exactly. That's the main thing. So, yeah, but so when we come back, what day we come back? Because that's gonna be on Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, that's Sunday the 11th.
Is it the 11th? So that
Oh no,
means
yeah, I think it's the second Sunday of the month, right, Joe? Mother's Day. Yeah.
all right. So we'll
Second
be here the
Sunday.
Saturday. We'll be here the Saturday before Mother's Day.
I'm still gonna be in Ohio.
You're gonna be in Ohio. Well, I'll
Yeah.
be here the day before Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
So because what day is the wedding on?
Friday. Oh wait, I'm on April. Friday the 9th.
Friday the 9th?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll call her. I'll call you from Ohio on that
Okay.
Saturday.
I might be partying on the dance floor, but yeah, you can call me.
You're not gonna be part on the dance floor.
Yes, I am. It's a wedding.
It's a wedding,
Yeah.
but that's the wedding's on Friday, right?
Yeah, it's on Friday.
And you're gonna dance Saturday too,
Yeah, the whole weekend.
the whole weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna party.
Okay, well I'm gonna call you and see if your line is busy,
Okay.
or be like, "What you doing?" You can be like, "I'm not answering the phone. I'm partying." Be like,
Okay, you can
Answer
call.
this
You can
phone.
call me the 10th. I'll answer the 10th.
"Okay, well the 10th is Saturday."
Yeah, you're right. The 10th
So
is
okay,
Saturday.
but 2:00 our time is 5:00 your time.
Okay, perfect.
You may be asleep.
Yeah, maybe. No. It's still too early to go to
No,
sleep.
no, but from all that festivity on Friday.
That's true.
And
From
all the stuff you'll
the
be
jet
doing.
lag too, right? 'Cause
No,
even
you
though
shouldn't
it's-
have jet lag. It
No?
only take 2 hours to get there.
Okay, I think it's
I don't
five.
know how long
It's
it takes.
5
to get
hours.
there. Okay, yeah, that's different. You may have jet lag.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll find out. All right. It was good to be here.
Yes.
This is
it
the E
was- it
Factor
was good.
Radio Show. We're signing off. I'm your host, Cornelius, with my
Evelyn Perea.
co-host, Evelyn Priya, and our engineer, Joe. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
KCAA and KCAA Internet Television, the station that leaves no listener and no viewer behind.
Hey, Hey, Disney fans! Hosts Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse bring audiences on an expedition across raging seas, snow-covered mountains, and the Marigold Bridge in Disney on Ice presents Into the Magic.